What would you think if someone told you that oxygen can be produced without trees, plants, and algae? You would probably wonder how is that even possible, because we have been taught since the childhood that trees are what make oxygen through the process of photosynthesis, right? Well, recently a study revealed another way the oxygen is being created on our planet, and it's called dark oxygen. That's what we're going to learn today, what dark oxygen actually is. Before going further, I welcome you all at the Universal Group of Institutions Bangalore, and our admissions are open for 2025-2026 session. So PUC, BSc, BCom and BA courses along with the MA Political Science course is available. It is an integrated course with the CSAT, CLAT for PUC, and for all the IAS foundation, IAS, IPS, KS foundation course with along with the academics. This is the first type of first concept in the Karnataka. So go and check out universalinstitution.com. Okay, fine. And if you use the code HIM007, you will get the extra discount also. Fine. So students, see, scientists have been talking about the idea of dark matter for the centuries. Dark matter is, it's a mysterious substance that keeps galaxies, hold together with a gravitational pull. Even now, it remains largely unexplained that what this phenomenon is. Recently, however, researchers discovered this something called dark oxygen on the ocean floor. So basically, this is our ocean floors, and as we move down, oxygen is supposed to be, it should be decreasing because of the lack of photosynthesis and all. But surprisingly, we have found that oxygen at the sea floor, that is called abyssal plain in the geographical terms. Okay, so the study by the person Andrew Switzman. Okay, he's the professor at the Scottish Association for Marine Science, and his team has found that the polymetallic nodules that is present, about 13,000 feet in the sea level, they have found these polymetallic nodules, that these nodules are releasing, or we can say these, with the help of these nodules, the oxygen is being produced at the sea floors around 4 kilometers down in the sea. Secondly, this particular zone is called CCZ, Clarion Clipperton Fracture Zone. This particular zone is available, it is situated in Pacific Ocean. So they have found these huge amount of polymetallic nodules in the Pacific Oceans, and these nodules are made up of these four elements, that is nickel, manganese, cobalt and copper. These four are useful for, like, these are the rare earth minerals. Okay, so these are used for the lithium ion batteries, as we are going towards the renewable source of energy, so we require these minerals more and more. That's why this particular discovery is very important also. So basically how the oxygen is getting generated. Okay, now you know that polymetallic nodules are generating, but how exactly? So students, what is going on? As traditionally we know that this is the photosynthesis process, like with the help of plants we are producing oxygen, because like when the roots are taking H2O, water, it is absorbing the water, then the water is going into leaves and all, then leaves with the help of carbon dioxide and sunlight, they're producing oxygen. It is releasing the water, it is releasing the glucose means sugar. Okay, so these three things are getting released: oxygen, and glucose is present in the form of flowers and fruits. Okay, so basically this is the traditionally we know that this is how the oxygen is being generated, right? But now that dark oxygen is found, so how exactly they found? Like scientifically, technically, what should happen, that this is the sea level, this is called sea level, the oxygen molecules are present highest in this level. Now as we are going down, the oxygen should reduce because of lack of photosynthesis, because there is no sunlight here. If no sunlight, no oxygen will be generated. This is the traditional we know till now, we didn't know that. Now the shocking part is that the Switzman and his team found out that Till here, till here, the oxygen level was good. As it was going down, it was reducing. But after some time, it got stabilized. As you can see, it's the illustration that these two molecules, like the oxygen molecules, are stabilized. Means oxygen levels are not reducing as we are going down. So it was a shocker for the team, whole team, that what is this going on? So initially, Switzman and his team thought that their equipment, the measuring equipment, is faulty. Okay, what they did, they pulled out the equipment and they did the research on the equipment, but nothing happened. So after some years, again they sent the equipment into the the deep sea. Again the same reading, again the readings of, means again the oxygen was not reducing, it was getting stabilized. Then they got to know, okay, something is producing the oxygen on the sea floors. Okay, so what they did, they took some metallic nodules and they brought up to the sea and they tested it, and they were surprised to know that these polymetallic nodules, as you can see, these made up of nickel, manganese, cobalt, and copper. These nodules are having the electric current in them and power of two or more cells. So it's like a huge power these are containing. When they found out this metallic nodules, they brought up it to the boat, and when they did research, they found out the process of electrolysis is going on in the metallic nodules. What exactly going on, students? That those polymetallic nodules are releasing the current, electric current, and that current is going into H2O, into water. And because of the process of electrolysis, those molecules are getting apart, H2 and O2. Okay, hydrogen and oxygen getting apart. This is how the oxygen is being created underwater. Okay, so because of the property of these polymetallic nodules of doing the electrolysis, oxygen is releasing or oxygen is producing at the ocean floors. So basically, these oxygen producing minerals on the dark ocean floors, it will change the scientists' view of how life began on Earth, right? Don't you think? Because till now we used to think that only, you know, photosynthesis is the only source of producing oxygen. But now we know that something else is also in the space that is producing oxygen. So there is a conspiracy theory also that polymetallic nodules are so rare, and they are so useful in the future technology, that it can be the conspiracy. It can be the conspiracy of the industrialists. But that's a different story. We'll talk about in other part. Fine. So students, that's what our dark oxygen is. If you find this interesting, you should definitely check it out, more videos for more interesting science and tech news and other subject related. And along with that, I would like to make an announcement before you that our IAS and EAS, this coaching new batches are starting from soon. So you better register today because seats are very limited. And where you will go to universalgroupofinstitutions.com, or you can call on these numbers. Okay, or you can visit our Bengaluru headquarters also. Fine. And for more such interesting videos, you make sure you subscribe the channel, because lot of geography and current affairs related topics are there in the playlist. So go check it out. Okay. So thank you so much and see you in the next one.